that is, changes around us. Introduction.
Mom, the roti I rolled is not round. What should I do?
That is alright. You can change the roll dough back and try again.
Mom, can I do that?
Yes, beta, this is one of the changes that can be reversed. Children, in this lesson, we will learn about changes around us and reversible and irreversible changes. So, children, what do you mean by change? Actually, transformation of one thing into another form is called change. Or we can say change means being something different. Children, there are main 6 types of changes which we observe around us. The first is natural and man-made changes. Second, slow and fast changes. Third, periodic and non-periodic changes. Fourth, desirable and undesirable changes. Fifth, reversible and irreversible changes. And last but not the least, physical and chemical changes. So, in this lesson today, we are going to study about reversible and irreversible changes. Let's start. So, first of all, you tell me, what a fun would it be if you suddenly get some magical powers to change things around you? What are the things you would want to change? Do you want to change your house? Do you want to change your life? Means you want to be a king? Do you want to fly in the sky? Or something else you want to change? Definitely you want to change something in your life. But children, there is no magical powers in the world. Of course, but still we can change few things around us. Even many things we can change. Can you list a few things you can change around you with no magic involved? Definitely. Actually, many changes are taking place around us on their own. As change is a continuous process, it is the law of nature. While some changes take place due to human activities, it means the change can be brought about by natural processes as well as human activities. Let's talk about some natural changes. In the field, the crop change from time to time. Sometimes leaves fall from trees, change color and dry out. The flowers bloom and then wither away. Are any changes happening in your body? Your nails grow, your hairs grow, you grow taller and your weight increases as you grow. A little child grow into an adult. Children, did you not notice any similarity between these changes? Can a crop in a field turn into a seedling again? Can a flower turn into a bird again? Or can you turn into a little baby again? No. Means all these natural changes cannot be reversed. Means all these changes are irreversible changes. So children, in this lesson, we are going to study about 2 types of changes, reversible and irreversible. The change which can be reversed are called reversible change, and the change which cannot be reversed are called irreversible change. Can you group the changes happening around you? To group the changes, first of all, we have to identify the similarities between them. Can all changes always be reversed? Or can all changes always be irreversed? To understand it, we have to perform some activities. Let's perform activity number 1. Take a balloon and blow air into it. Take care that balloon should not burst. You notice that balloon changes its shape and size. Now let the air escape the balloon and notice it. The balloon regains its original shape. Let's perform one more activity. Take some dough and make a ball. Try to roll out a roti. Maybe you are not happy with its shape and wish to change it back into a ball of dough again. Now, children, think about the changes you observed in both the activities. What do they have in common? Was it possible to get the balloon back to its original shape and size? Yes. When the air escapes the balloon, it gets its original shape and size. In second activity, was it possible to get back the ball of dough again? Yes. Then children, what do you conclude? In each of these activities, is it possible to get back to the material with which we started our activities? Yes. It means that the changes occurring in these activities can be reversed. So, I hope you have understood that these are reversible changes. The change which can be reversed is called reversible change. In reversible changes, you can obtain the changed substance in its original form. Now, we will study about irreversible changes. To explain it, I will perform some activities. Take a balloon which you used in activity number 1. Blow it to its full size and tie its mouth with a string tightly. Prick it with the pointed tip of your pencil. Oops! It burst. Children, is it possible to get the balloon back into its original size and shape again? No. So, this is an irreversible change because we cannot get the changed substance into its original shape and size again. Now, let's perform one more activity. Take a dough and roll out a roti. Now, bake the roti on a tawa. Can you get the roti into a form of dough again? No. The baked roti or chapati cannot be turned into a dough again. So, this is an irreversible change. The change that cannot be reversed is called irreversible change. In this change, new substance cannot be turned into its original form. So, children, I hope you all have understood what are reversible and irreversible changes. To make it more clear, let's study about some more examples. Mixing sugar in water is an example of reversible change, as we can get sugar and water separately again with the help of evaporation. Another example is freezing of water. When we freeze water, it turns into ice. But when we take out ice from the fridge and keep it in a room temperature, it turns into water again. So this is an example of reversible change. The third example of reversible change is making boat from the paper. When we fold a paper into a shape of boat, it changes its shape, but we can get the paper again by unfolding the boat. Means paper can be changed into its original shape and size again. So this is an example of reversible change. Now next we see some examples of irreversible change. Making curd is an example of irreversible change. Once the milk turned into a curd, the curd cannot be turned into a milk again. Another example of irreversible change is extracting juice from the fruits. Once the juice is extracted from the fruit, it cannot be turned into a fruit again. So, this change cannot be reversed. This is an irreversible change. The third example of irreversible change is cooking food. Once the raw material is cooked, it cannot be turned into a raw material again. So, cooking is an also example of irreversible change, as it cannot be reversed. So children, I hope you have understood what are reversible and irreversible changes. Now, let's study some example to differentiate between reversible and irreversible changes. For this activity, take one sheet of paper, scissors, another sheet of paper, one pencil and one scale. Now, fold the sheet of paper along its length and fold it in such a way so that it turns into a shape of an aeroplane. Now, in this way, the sheet of paper can be changed into a shape of an aeroplane. Now take another sheet of paper, draw a line along its length to divide it into two equal rectangles. Now again draw a line along its center. In this way you divide the sheet of paper into four equal rectangles. Now cut the sheet of paper The paper is divided into two equal parts. Again cut each part into two equal parts. Now, after cutting, the paper is divided into four equal parts. Now, try to join all four parts into a sheet of paper again. Take the sheet of paper which was turned into an aeroplane and unfold it. You can see, children, the paper which was turned into an aeroplane can be turned into its original shape and size after unfolding it. But the paper which was cut cannot be turned into its original shape and size again. It means folding of paper is an example of reversible change, as it can turn into its original shape and size again. But cutting of paper is an example of irreversible change, because it cannot turn into its original shape and size again. Now, here you can see, children, making a boat of paper is an example of reversible change, but burning of paper is an example of irreversible change, because after burning, paper turn into ash, and ash cannot be turned into a paper again. Now, children, you must have understood what is the difference between reversible and irreversible change. Can you differentiate between them?
Hello everyone, I am Shivi Sahu from class 6B. Yes teachers, I have understood what are reversible and irreversible changes. I can easily differentiate between reversible and irreversible changes. I want to show it with the help of activity. Activity first. Take a piece of paper and fold it as it was shown in figure 6.2 in book. Fold it like this and then fold it like this, and then like this, and then like this, and at last like this. We have changed the sheet of paper into an toy aeroplane. You may have lots of fun in flying this plane. Once we are tired of it, unfold the paper again. In this activity, paper can regain its original shape and size. So this is a reversible change. Second activity, take the same piece of paper which you have used in activity first and draw an outline of an aeroplane and cut along its outline. In this activity, paper cannot regain its original shape and size. So this is a irreversible change. This paper cannot be reversed. So this is an irreversible change. With the help of both the activities, we have learned that folding of paper into an aeroplane is an reversible change, but while cutting of paper is an irreversible change. Thank you.
Wonderful, Shivi. So children, that's all for today. Have a nice day.